Hi, everybody. I'm Howard Halbin. I'm with the American Gem Society Long Island Guild, which we started back a few years ago, and we do education normally locally. But because of COVID-19, we are lucky enough to have with us Jimmy DeGroot from jewelrystoretraining.com, and he is really a trainer and sales trainer par excellence, probably one of the best you're ever going to hear. He is one of the most enthusiastic sales trainers I've heard, and I think you're really going to not only learn from his 5 key points, but you're going to be impressed and enjoy yourself at the same time. So I'm greeting you to say hello and welcome. American Gem Society also says welcome. If you're not a member and you feel after this is over like you want to explore it, let me know, and I'd be more than happy to connect you up with the powers that be in Las Vegas to start that conversation. Okay, so we are now at 1:58 in the East Coast, and at 2 o'clock, Jimmy is going to get started. Right now, what I'm going to do is turn off my camera, and then at 2 o'clock, Jimmy is going to jump in and start the presentation. We look forward to it, and thank him very, very much for providing some of his very valuable time today to all of us, and hope you enjoy it. Okay.
Being held hostage here in the chair.
Everybody's ready. We're starting in less than a minute, Jimmy.
All right.
Here we go.
Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking time in your busy day. And I think it's been kind of incredible that what we've learned the last few months. I think we went into March and April pretty darn scared for our lives, and throughout the summer, it's looked like as we start to open up and as we start to take new steps towards a kind of a new normal, as we talk about. We've been all delightfully surprised as to really how well business has gone. And I hope that's the case for all of you folks. And my goal today is to share a few of the things that I've done in our stores that have worked phenomenally, but helped our business grow exponentially. And what I'd like to share with you today are some simple things. You're going to say, this is nothing new, this is nothing earth-shaking, but really, if we go at this in a managed way, in a measured way, and we do these very simple things that are free, by the way, we can see some amazing results. And I am talking to you from your side of the counter because I have done all of these things myself. So there's no theory here. This is all done in practice. And one of the biggest questions I get as a sales trainer or as a consultant going into a jewelry store is to get owners asking, how do I get my people to act the way I did when I was starting this business? I want them to act like me. I want them to go out and get new business and shake hands and kiss babies and talk to people, have conversations outside the store, market themselves as a jewelry professional. And I found that whenever I found somebody that did that automatically, they went out and started their own store. And that's true in 2 cases of employees of mine. So, but I've also found a great happy medium in a measured program of daily activity that you can help them to really market themselves and start acting the way you did to build the business, to ultimately free you up from having to be working in this business 24/7 as opposed to on the business. So let's just talk about that. I'm hoping some of your managers are with us today because the managers are going to be the ones that I'm going to suggest implement this program, because that's the best way it's done, is it measured every single day. So this is just like a grocery store. You can take some things, you can say, yes, we do those already. So my suggestions today are going to be for your choosing. You can pick the ones you like, go with them. If you don't like one, don't go with it. But I will tell you this, I'm going to talk to you about 5 points today, 5 things. And if you just do one of them, amazing things are going to happen. If you do all 5, your sales are going to be through the roof for the holiday season. Okay, so let's get cracking. Let's get at it here. This is a managed plan. This can't be something just like a sermon where you heard it and it sounded great and then we go off and do business as usual, okay? This has to be something that is looked at and measured every single day. So you can start right now. You can start as soon as this this webcast is over, okay? So let's get started on some of these ideas. The key for this is I'm recommending put someone in charge. I mean, if you're the business owner, a lot of you are the chief cook and bottle washer, right? So you're doing everything from QuickBooks to ordering new inventory to God knows what, maybe talking to the bankers and things like that. So when it comes to things like the activities that we're going to be talking about here, you got to put somebody in charge. With our jewelry store training program, it's a 10-minute video every single week. And I always tell my new customers, you got to put somebody in charge of showing this video every single week. If it doesn't, it's going to be a waste of money, all right? So put somebody in charge of measuring this. And we all know the story about the things that get measured and the things that get watched grow, okay? And so I have a fun story about that. I'll tell you sometime when we're at the bar. So first thing we're going to talk about is 5 contacts a day. Now, a lot of people will say, what are you talking about here? This is all about the way you started the business. A phone call. Maybe it was somebody at the grocery store. Maybe it was somebody while you were walking from your car into the store that was walking by. It's a contact, okay? Nowadays with social media, of course, you could probably do 5, 10, 20 of these a day. But let's just say you had 3 employees, and 3 employees were reaching out to customers in some way, whether they're saying happy birthday, writing a card, making a phone call, either following up on something where you've started a conversation in the past. Doesn't matter. 5 contacts a day. And just imagine if you had 3 employees doing that, that's 15 a day times how many days you're open times how many days in the year. So this can start right now, this afternoon. And you have to adjust your brain in a lot of cases. If you're kind of an old school store owner, you have to adjust your brain to the fact that, yes, employees are probably going to be carrying these things around. Using these things for Facebook posts, for creating YouTube videos, for sending out texts to customers and getting stumbled on my words here. But simple 5 a day, 5 contacts, however you do that in their preferred method of contact, you'll be amazed. And the whole idea here is you want to start conversations. Okay, so if the contact is very social and friendly and fun, wishing somebody a happy birthday or happy anniversary, that can be very benign and very friendly way to reach out to somebody. And you and I both know that something might happen from that conversation, okay? Whenever I run into somebody at church or just out and about, and they know I'm in the jewelry business, the first thing they're gonna do is they're gonna tell me a story about, oh, I always wanted a shadow band to go with this. Oh, do you think these prongs, or some question that they've had in their mind, now you're the expert. So all I'm asking is 5 a day, and then I put there a little card, and I like to hold my employees accountable. So I say, give me your 5 contacts a day. I don't care what you did, just tell me who the contact was and what you said, or the idea of what it was. So that's number one, and that's the marketing. That's bringing people in, starting the conversation. Simple, I know, but you can start with it, and if you're doing it 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, you will have succeeded, because now we're doing it in March and June and August, and that's what we need to do. So we need to continue doing this, not just for the holiday season. And yes, I understand on December 10th and December 15th and December 20th, that's probably not going to be doable. But as long as you start the program and it's a measured, managed program, you can get back to it, okay? So you want to create that habit. I found a neat little thing the other day. Somebody emailed me. I was looking for some keyboards for our church, and this gal from this music company sent me an email, but on the bottom of the email was this little GIF of her holding this sign up. Well, I'm going to click on that link. I'm going to watch that video, and that's a video of her talking to me. Now, vidyard.com is free. It's just a really cool little thing where you can make videos right in an email and attach to an email, as opposed to all kinds of uploading and things that you have to do. So take a look at vidyard.com. It's just a neat way, and you know what? She got the sale. She got the sale because that was very personal, and it was a great reach out to me. So I just want to recommend that. It's a super quick, super easy. Anybody can do it with their laptop or even a phone. So vidyard.com. There's, I've got a list of contact ideas. There's hundreds of them. Follow up with recent purchases from last year. Cleaning and checking updates, warranty updates for those of you that are on the Preferred Jewelers International warranty thing. Follow up on something that they mentioned when you were last in. I won't go through this whole list, but you can get the idea that there's so many just wonderful ways to contact and stay in touch with people. So 5 a day. All right, start doing that. Amazing things are going to happen. Now, add-on sales, we all may think, oh, duh, add-on sales, of course. But I have seen amazing success in our store once we started measuring and having, a concentrated effort on add-on sales. And so what we would do is in our morning huddle, we would say, hey, we just got this new product in from Ashi, or we got this new product in from Gabriel, and take a look. Let's look at the matchy-matchy. So we would have some fun playing with that and start getting in our head, yes, this goes with that. Then what we did is we had a buddy system. So, and it's actually part of an up system. So where you had somebody who was in charge of the sale and making that sale, you had kind of a rotating satellite buddy that would be around cleaning cases and things like that. And just making sure that they knew that we had a concentrated effort on add-on sales. Now, add-on sales is the difference between you driving a Hyundai or a Mercedes, okay? And I've seen this real life in my world, just looking at what we could have done if we would have concentrated more on add-on sales. If you listen to Brad Huskin or Shane Decker or Kate Peterson, they will tell you the first sale costs you a lot of money. There's hardly any margin in that first sale because of what it costs to get a customer in. But that second sale, whoo, that's pure profit, okay? Now, yeah, there's the cost, there's the margin that you have in there, but it's all up, it's all downhill from there once you get that first sale and you start adding on sales. So what we did is we started a lot of contests in our stores where there was team goals for add-on sales. So everybody was helping everybody. And I'll tell you what, magic things happen in your bank account once you guys start concentrating on add-on sales, okay? So again, I want to talk to the managers out there if there's any listening, and that is, you get your team on a measured daily habit of add-on sales, get them talking about it, get them thinking about it, get them looking for matchy-matchy, having ideas and contests of what works with what. You're going to find that not only, it's not a pushy thing with your customers. It's not a pushy thing at all. It's a service. It's a customer service. I was just talking to somebody this morning, and she said, oh, I got this necklace. It was a It was a Kendra Scott necklace. Well, you and I both know Kendra Scott necklaces cost $59 retail, right? Or somewhere in there. And you know what she said to me? She said, I wonder if they have matching earrings. And she said that as a friend because her husband gave it to her. And I said, so how do you feel about that? She goes, oh, it would have been nice. So you know what? We're doing our customers a customer service by offering the add-ons, by not letting them go home with just the one item or items for other people in the family. I won't go on about that, but I want you to know it is a huge thing. And if we concentrate on it, we look at it and we measure it, great things are going to happen. And you're going to be the happiest people around because add-on sales do so much for your bank account. The other thing is sales floor awareness. Now, I'm on number 3 here, so I'm cruising along pretty good. Sales floor awareness is one thing when I walk into jewelry stores, I see probably one of the most lackluster approaches to independent retail is that their sales floor awareness is terrible because Jenny's in the back, she's stringing pearls, okay? So she may be looking through a one-way mirror. And you might have, Mark is over here cleaning some jewelry. Nobody's on sales floor. So I'm going to ask you, especially during this next period coming up, these next few weeks, make sure that our sales floor is never empty, okay? Employ a buddy system, employ an up system. I don't care what you got to do. In fact, that's what I told my team. I'm not going to do this top-down thing. All I want you to do is I want you to have a system, and I'm going to go to Starbucks, and when I come back, tell me what the system is. You guys design it. And it worked out fantastic because it involved sharing sales, and they put a really good little program together of an up system. But I tell you what, this is one of the biggest downfalls I've seen in independent jewelers. I walk in the store and it's crickets. And you don't have to be right there when they walk through the door and just be creepy, but you should be 10 to 20 feet away from the front door, a little bit to the right of the vision of the people walking in. And lost my earbuds here. And then just greet them, say, welcome to J. Gerard Jewelers. Thanks for coming in. What can we help you with today? What brings you in? So, but it's a sales floor awareness that it just, again, that may sound like a big duh, but so often we drop the ball on this. So a measured, measured program that we're looking at every single day that everybody's aware of, that everybody's buying into. So you don't have to be there and babysit, okay? So someone's covering the hot spot at all times, and that hot spot, again, is 10 to 20 feet to the right of the customer as they're walking in the door. If you don't have that, make do with the best you can. But I always make sure that somebody is always in that spot. And if they need a little project to work on with like a Rubbermaid tub, or maybe it's a jewelry tray, a project tray, they could be working on tagging. I don't care what it is. Sometimes it's writing thank you notes, but something that they can easily just put aside as soon as somebody walks through the front door and just say, welcome, we're glad you're here. Stick out your hand and introduce yourself. So sales floor awareness, that's number 3, I think it is. Now here's the other big thing, turnovers. Now, again, a lot of these guys, you're probably gonna say, duh, we pay attention to this, we do this. But I'll tell you what, I see so much ego in stores where if I don't get, I'm selling this customer, and I'm talking to them and I'm presenting and I'm just not gelling with them. They may not like my breath. They may not like the fact that I'm a man. They may not like the fact that I'm, balding, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. I may look like somebody that they didn't, that they didn't get along with earlier in life. So whatever reason, sometimes we just don't mesh with customers, right? Turn that sale over. You need to get a culture in your store that we are getting the sale for the store, not for myself. And if your ego is so big that you're going to lose that sale and that customer is going to walk, well, then shame on you, and please consider a different career, okay? Because we need to get these sales. Now, in the next few weeks, our closing ratio is going to be higher than ever, okay? There's not going to be a whole lot of just looking, right? But we want to make sure that we're connecting with customers in a wonderful way. We need to, and we need to set aside our ego. And sometimes owners, you need to be thinking about, do I have a pay plan that promotes people sharing sales? Okay, I know in the Edge you can split that. You can split it, any way you want in the Edge. I think I lost my audio here, so I'm just going to keep talking. But you may have to do a little bit of logistics on the ownership and the management side to promote turnovers so that it's not everyone for themselves. But you got to train your people that if we're not meshing and we're not gelling with this customer, you got to turn it over. Okay, we're get the sale for the store. So where am I at? Oh, here's another thing. The majors. Now, we all look at what the majors are doing, and in the jewelry store training program, every year at the beginning of November, I pull out a case flyer, and the first thing everybody says is, "Yeah, we don't sell that crap." And I get it, absolutely. But I'll tell you what, one of the biggest things that helped promote our business is when we started doing flyers. Now, you may look and say, okay, flyers. There's some really nice quality, good make jewelry out there, especially like from Gabriel and some of the nicer designed pieces. And you may say, I don't sell that stuff. But I'll tell you what, our customers wanted to buy jewelry and they wanted to buy it from us. They wanted to buy it from us at Avenue Jewelers and Jim Kreshock Jewelers. But here was the problem. The husband or the wife or somebody saw that little circle pendant for 99 bucks. Remember those things? They saw that circle pendant and it was there and it was in 10 karat white gold. And we had it in 14 karat white gold. And our price point was starting at 149. But listen, people want to buy the good jewelry from you guys. So here's the thing about the majors and knowing what's in those flyers. You should know the styles and you should find matchy-matchy in your store that looks similar to those styles, okay? You should also know, and you guys already know this, but your goods are going to be better. There's not going to be promotional quality stones in your stuff. Maybe I2 or I1 in the Melly, right? So know what your features and benefits are for your product. Yes, yes, Mrs. Jones, I did see that in the case flyer. That happens to be 10 karat plated over sterling silver. And those diamonds kind of look like, the gravel at the end of your driveway, right? But here at J. Gerard Jewelers, we've got a very similar pendant, but ours is in 14K. And, of course, talk about the things that your benefits. And then find your lookalikes. And the other thing that works with the majors, and the reason I'm bringing this up, they've spent millions on studying what's going to sell and what they're going to sell thousands of this holiday, okay? So let's take advantage of that knowledge and that research that they've done. Let's look at those pieces and let's find things in our store where your customers want to buy the merchandise. And then let's promote that. Let's take some pictures of that. Let's get it out there in a postcard. A lot of you have it out in flyers. And then, of course, at the holiday time, make sure you have them presented nice with a nice little table tent and a price point on it. Here's ours, because the eye naturally goes to those, especially men. The men's eyes are going to go to those. So know what the majors are doing, know what the styles and what the prices are, but then know why you're better, why your stuff is better, but don't ignore it. Don't ignore it because they're selling thousands and thousands of them, and you want to get in the flow of that cash and that money. And again, customers want to buy it from you. Okay, so know what the majors are doing. So that's it. 5 a day. Again, take one of these things, like the grocery store we talked about. Just take one of these things and concentrate on it for the next month. And I'll tell you what, great things are going to happen. 5 contacts a day. Focus on add-on sales, have contests, measure your add-on sales, and then rejoice January 1st saying, holy man, here's where we were without our add-on sales. So that's always a fun number to look at. Turnovers, promote turnovers. That's a big thing you got to promote, and it's huge to work on that in the culture in your store. You got to make sure everybody likes each other and respects each other and can work well together so that they know they can work as a team to get these sales for the store. And then sales floor awareness, same thing as the turnovers, okay? You have to have your culture there where everybody's in it together. There's buddies, everybody's taking care of that, and that floor is never left alone, okay? And that's just the security thing too. And then finally, be aware of what the majors are doing, styles, pricing, why you're better, and then show it, promote it, tell the world about what you have, because they want to buy it from you. So that's it. No magic solutions, but again, a concentrated, measured effort and approach to this is going to do wonders for you. And I'll tell you what, the year we did this, and I'm not lying, okay, you can ask Larry Rickert, we're AGS members at Jim Kreshak Jewelers. The year we did this and we started working on this as a managed concentrated effort, we went from our Decembers were right around 300,000 to $1 million December, okay? And we know we're on track already for a great December. We already know we're on track based on people's reaction to COVID. So again, I can't stress this enough. So if I get my audio working here, if I can hear you guys, I'm going to be available for any questions that you have.
Okay, everybody. What we're going to do here, this is Howard back, and I forgot to give special recognition. The presenting sponsor of all of the American Gem Society guilds is the Jewelers Mutual Insurance Group. So we certainly appreciate that. And the supporting sponsor is JCK and the JCK shows. So I want you to all be aware of that. Again, a reminder before we move into the questions. Anybody who is not a member of the American Gem Society has an interest, because this session is open to everyone, of course. But if you have an interest, let me know and I will connect you with the powers that be again in Las Vegas to start that conversation. Now, you're going to see somewhere on your little control panel that there is a question button. Now, you could type a question in there, and if I could see it here on my screen, I will read it off to Jimmy, and he will try to answer it for you. Okay, rather than us have everybody have their mics turned on. So please go ahead and add questions. We'll wait a minute or two to see if anybody would like to do that. If not, you're going to get this recording of Jimmy's session as a video link. And if you haven't shared it with your team, you can share it with your team and managers as well. I'm sure they might appreciate that. So go ahead and please add questions if you like right now.
Sure. In the meantime, what I'll do, Howard, if it's okay, is I'm gonna add one little element, and I kept it shorter. I didn't include this element because I don't know that a lot of people would be doing this during the holiday season, but it's a little fun little video. And so while those questions are coming through, this is my contact information, and so you're welcome for that. I work with my buddy Jason over at Avenue Jewelers, and what we do is Jason wants to promote, he wants to create videos that engage with his customers. And so he wanted to be very approachable as a jeweler, and he does a fantastic job at it. So we came together and we both love The Office. So I'm just gonna play you this video as an example of things that you can do to just engage with customers. And he had over 10,000 views of this video. So it's a little something. I just wanted you to take a look at it. So take a look.
So every year we have this inventory reduction sale. It's really cool. We put this together to reduce our inventory. And so I asked the staff for help with ideas, and they come up with some stuff, but it really makes me look good.
All right, guys, the IRS sale is coming up. I really want to knock it out of the park this year. I want to knock it out of the park, so looking for some ideas.
IRS sale? What are we selling?
Inventory reduction sale.
Jason is crazy about this inventory reduction sale. Every year he holds this meeting to get our ideas. And we like to make him think they're his ideas. Is he gonna see this?
So any ideas, anyone?
We should do clowns.
No, 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 no way. No clowns. Clowns are for children and clowns are for nightmares. Does anybody have any good ideas?
How about balloons? Everybody loves balloons.
No, 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 no. No, no balloons. Last year, Kara sucked all the helium out of all the balloons.
Yeah, my voice still hasn't changed back.
How about a sign spinner?
Ah, that's a great idea. Remember what happened to Sandy last year? So obviously nobody's really thought this through, so I came up with what I want to call the plan. First, what we're going to do, we're going to send postcards. Jeff's going to get them. He's going to take them to our customers. Our customers are going to then come in here with their scratchy tickets, and then they're going to smile and buy a lot of diamonds. What else our customers can do is if they didn't get a postcard in the mail, they're going to go on their little clicky board thing, then they're going to go to Facebook or our website, and then they're going to come in and buy a lot of diamonds. They're going to get 25 to 40% off, and we're also going to have stuff in here that's already marked 50 to 70% off. So thanks for thinking this through. Anyone like my plan?
That's brilliant, Jason.
I know, because I thought of it. It's going to be great, guys, real great.
I need to get some. I don't know. Pizza?
That was great.
That's it.
That was a good bunch of levity there. Let's see what we have here. I have a question over here. All right. Somebody asked, how will we have access to this on demand? The answer to that question, and Jimmy could add to it if he likes, is this will automatically be sent to everyone who registered or attended as a link to watch the replay, and you can share it with your team and enjoy it. So I think Jimmy's great advice on his 5 tips and the comical video at the end, which hopefully doesn't resemble anybody's real sales meetings, are certainly accessible.
By Michael Scott. Yeah, the thing is, Howard, we have these guild meetings, and that's great. And so many times I'll hear from owners afterwards, I wish I had shown that to my manager. So I'm pleading you, please show this to your manager and your team and have them get good buy-in on this, and great things are going to happen.
Okay. I haven't seen any additional questions yet, but I would like to say hello that Wendy Goldberg from SBB Insure, our security liaison for the Long Island Guild, is in the audience. So a hat tip and a hello to Wendy. And I believe I also saw Meyer Opelek, who is running all the AGS guilds. I thought I saw him in the audience. So thank you for being here, Meyer. I said Meyer, I meant Mayor. My apologies.
Yep.
Okay. I don't see anything additional, Jimmy. So if you have, Wendy says hi there. If you have any additional advice as we wrap it up, that'd be great. If not, again, everybody's going to get a copy of this so they can watch it over again.
Yeah, I'll just give you a quick shameless plug for my jewelry store training program. What it is, it's a 10-minute video every week. It's a lot of me doing just like I'm doing here, talking to the camera that people log in. AGS jewelers are going to get that for $99 a month for 4 or fewer employees, and it's a little bit more for the bigger stores. But I'll tell you what, it's and that's it. It's an engaging video every single week. And the biggest thing I've always learned from this is creating conversations with your team every week, always moving your store forward. They see the best growth. So I just want to encourage that if anybody's open for that.
Yeah, Jimmy, thanks for that. A well-deserved shameless plug. You're an outstanding trainer. And, truly down-to-earth ideas that everybody can put to work right away. Stuff that it's that checklist of things to do. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to be thanking you, saying, you know what, we hadn't thought of that, and we do it all the time. Let's make sure we hit it out of the park with that idea.
Yep.
So with that, everybody, I think we're gonna wrap up. And again, feel free to email me if there's anything about trying to connect up with AGS. You have Jimmy's contact information. My email is hh@centurion, CENTURIONJEWELRY, as if I needed to spell jewelry.com. Okay? Everybody have a wonderful afternoon and lots of successful selling in the next several weeks.
You bet.
Bye-bye. Thanks again, Jimmy.